Alright, what's going on? This is Tyron again. Now, today I wanted to discuss the rapper Mace. You know, Mace came out when I was in middle school, like 97-ish. He could have been out before that, but that's when I knew him to blow up. 97, you know, he had some hits. Was he my favorite rapper? No, but he was popping back then. And then, you know, he left to become a pastor. And then he came back to rap, and then left and came back, and he goes back and forth. But it seems to me as though a lot of people have an issue with that, mainly the hip-hop community. But my thing is, what are people who actually mad at? Is it the fact because he keeps leaving and coming back because he's a pastor? And you see what I mean? Like, if you think about it, if he was an R&B singer or a soul singer, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Why? Because how many R&B singers then became pastors or do gospel music and then do secular music? If you're not rapping or singing about God, it's secular music. Al Green, who's my favorite singer of all time, he was doing secular music, then he became ordained because of an incident that happened, and then he started doing gospel music, and then he went back to doing secular music. So he bounces back and forth. Solomon Burke is a soul singer, or was a soul singer. He's a pastor. He did gospel and secular music. Little Richard, as a pastor, he did secular and gospel music. So what really is the issue? And I thought hip hop was about being true to yourself and having your own voice. Like, I don't think it's wrong if he wants to do secular music and gospel. Now, I never heard Mace do a gospel album, but for the simple fact that he's deemed a pastor and he's still doing like gangster music, that's not sitting well with the hip hop community. And the thing about hip hop at one point was my favorite genre of music, but then I started listening to more blues, so I'm not gonna say blues is my favorite genre my favorite genre of music. But the thing about hip hop, it's the only genre of music that has rules and regulations. You can't wear this, you can't rap about this, you can't do this, you can't do that. When you look at these other genres of music, they don't have that same problem. And it's like, why? I've seen people go to church, then turn around and cuss people out. I've seen a co-worker of mine long time ago, well, it wasn't a long time ago, it was a couple of years ago, read the Bible and then turn around and cuss somebody out. I mean, we say godly things in a certain setting, and then we say ungodly things in another setting. I don't use profanity at all, but I mean, I have said things that wasn't godly like, and I'm ordained, and I still want to fight people and get mad at people and want to shun people. Now, I mean, I try not to judge, but you know, that's just part of human nature. But for you to sit up there and say like he fake because he said that he was a pastor. He became a pastor because he felt like that was his calling and that was something that needed to get done. He left hip hop because at that time certain things was happening, and you know, you value your life more than your career. So yeah, maybe he did have to turn to church. I mean, I think God is watching, whether you believe in God or not, whether you want to call him Allah, whatever the case may be. No, I'm not perfect, but he's always watching. Whether you're doing good or bad, he's always watching. That's just the way it is. So yeah, I don't think it's a problem with him being a pastor and doing hip hop, doing regular secular music, and then if he wanted to do some gospel music, because even if you think about it, in the hip hop community, Rev Run was doing secular, and he changed his life around a little bit. MC Hammer was always a pastor from what I'm hearing, and then you know he started doing, but his was more like party. He wasn't no shoot 'em up, bang bang. But at the same time, if you ain't rapping or singing about God, it's secular music. That's just my opinion. All right.